Greetings, my fellow hunters. My name is Master Steve, and welcome back to more Hunting Simulator 2 content. So in today's video, we're going to be going over an interesting bug that's been happening in Roosevelt Forest. So I've been playing a lot of this game lately, and I've been really enjoying it, and I want to just kind of figure out if I'm the only one who's seeing this or if everyone else is having this problem as well. So let me know down in the comment section if you're having the same issue as I am, but let's actually get into what the problem is. So right now on your screen, you're looking at Pawnee Meadows, and it's just one of the ponds out there. And just take note of what the water looks like. You know, it's not the greatest, but you know, it definitely looks sort of realistic. And then here we have the water out in Harkita County, kind of out there on the dock, and you know, hey, it fits the atmosphere quite nicely of the region. It looks great. Like, you know, there's nothing wrong with it, and it actually looks quite nice and, you know, sort of realistic. So why am I bringing this up? Well, we have two locations where the water spawns in. It looks, you know, it looks natural. It looks great. But now let's take a look at Roosevelt Forest. This is where an interesting issue is. So I want you guys to notice the lines out in that pond. There's just something weird going on in all of the stagnant water in Roosevelt Forest. It's just not rendering correctly, and I'm curious if I'm the only one who's seeing this, or if there's other people who are experiencing this same bug. So if I kind of run down here the water, you can see that there's just, there's a very obvious grid pattern on the water, and the water itself, you can't even call that water at this point. It's weird. It looks like snow or something. It's just so messed up. I don't know what the problem is. But if we look at the river, you can see pretty realistic. Animation looks pretty decent. And then just stops. You go from, the water looking correct to this pixelated mess out on the right. And I don't understand why it's doing this all of a sudden. I've visited this location many times in the past to go duck hunting, and this is where I've done honestly most of my duck hunting, and I've seen it look perfectly fine beforehand. So I do not understand what has happened with the game to make it look this way. So I kind of feel a little stupid because I made a video yesterday that's, saying all my thoughts about Hunting Simulator 2 on the Xbox Series X, and one of the things I complimented were the graphics. I thought the graphics definitely looked very crisp, very neat on the Series X. And now when I was roaming around Roosevelt Forest, it just looks absolutely hideous. I went to both of the ponds on Roosevelt Forest. You have one kind of down there by the cabin where the stream runs into it, and also one up in the north up by that up by the tent up there where you can fast travel. And both of them are the exact same. All of the stagnant water in Roosevelt Forest is this pixelated mess for me with this ugly grid pattern. It just looks absolutely horrible. So I would like to know if there's just some easy fix to it that I'm not seeing, or if this is actually just a bug with the game. But as you can see, if you scope in on it, it just looks ugly, and it really ruins the atmosphere of a pretty decent game. Because the shoreline, all the dirt looks pretty relatively detailed, looks nice, but then the water is just horrible, and I don't understand why it's this way all of a sudden. And it just it takes away from the immersion of the game, and it's just not. This is not something the game needs. We're trying to improve this game. We're trying to make it better. That's why I make all these videos. And yet, somehow, in an update, something got a little screwed up, and now we're stuck with this. So I don't know if this is something that's only on next-gen consoles, or if everyone's experienced it. But like I said, let me know down in the comment section below if you've been, seeing something similar to this in Roosevelt Forest. I'd love to hear it. And that's pretty much it for this video. I'm going to have some other content up later today, just kind of more hunting stuff. I did get a few trophy animals out of Roosevelt Forest, but without further ado, that ends this video. Thank you guys so much for watching and taking the time out of your day to support this channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.